Hello everybody and welcome to the Children's Book Show workshop. My name's Jo Empson and I'm an author-illustrator and I create picture books like these. And I'm going to do a creative workshop with you today and I'm really excited that so many of you are going to do it. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a workshop based around this little character here who's called Little Bird. Now Little Bird has two homes, so he has a home in the UK and he also has a home in Africa. And at the end of the summer, Little Bird and his family and all his friends make a really long journey and fly all the way to Africa. So they migrate for the winter. So it's the first time Little Bird is going to leave his home in the UK. And he's a bit sad because he's going to miss all his favourite things here. But then he has a really good idea. And his good idea is to take all his favourite things with him. So Little Bird puts all his favourite things into a nest. And he takes it with him in his nest here. And he's flying with all his family and friends. So I was sort of thinking, I know that we've all spent a lot of time at home and I thought it'd be nice to create our own little birds and also to have a think about what our favourite things are at home. So I'm hoping that you've all got a template of a little bird. So there's two to choose from. There's this one which is just like the character here, or there's a more exotic one, so pick whichever one you'd like to do. And I have one here that I've made earlier, so this is my little home bird, and here you'll see I've got a little list of my 3 favourite things at home. So my 3 favourite things at home are my dog Wilfred, my family paintings, so all of my family members have painted beautiful paintings around my home, and home cooking. I love home cooking. So those are my 3 favourite things. I'm going to show you how to make your own little bird, and then what would be really lovely is when you go to school, because I know that some of you are at school, but then some of you are also at home. So once you've decorated your little bird, if you take it into your school on your first day back at school, and then there's going to be lots and lots of hopefully colourful beautiful birds, and then it would be really lovely if you could all hang them up like this from your ceiling in your classroom, so you'll have migrating birds, and I think that would look absolutely stunning. So I'm going to show you how I created mine, because what's really nice is if you try and get lots of sort of textures and colours, because birds' feathers are made of all different colours and patterns, and we're going to use all sorts of things. We're going to use sort of felt tip pens, pencils, stickers, bits of collage, anything that you can find sort of in your craft box or in the recycling box. So I'll just put that there for the time being. And I also wanted to show you some feathers. So here got some beautiful feathers, and you'll see if you look at birds' feathers, they're all different sort of shapes and sizes and colours, and sometimes you've got these like lovely colours that merge in, and you've got dots here, you've got sort of spots there, so they're all sorts of beautiful colours. So we're going to create different colours and patterns. And then here, these are feathers that I illustrated for a different book, and you'll see I tried to sort of merge in colours together, and some are spotty, just to try and make them all different. So this illustration was for this book, Jungle Jamboree, and here we see the lion here. He thinks his mane is quite boring, so he puts all these beautiful feathers to look really really colourful. And those are the feathers I did for that book. So let's make a start on colouring in our little bird. So I'm just going to use some felt tips at the moment. So you can use felt tips or pencils or whatever you've got. But what I'm going to try and do is, instead of sort of colouring in sort of blocks of colour, which is lovely, but what I'm going to try and do is just make lots of marks. So you can be, you can be quite sort of adventurous with it and do lots of marks everywhere. There we are. So just building it up. And I'm going to do the same at the bottom here, but you can make it different colours. You could have one side one colour and then a totally different colour and pattern on the other side. There we are. So I think if you just sort of dab it, it gives quite a nice sort of feathery effect. So we'll just bring it up there as well, bring it onto his tail. Now I'm going to mix that with some purple. So I'm going to just go over the top, you see. Again, just light marks, so it gives that nice feathery effect. There we are, just colouring in his tail. There we are, give a few more marks there. And then, what other colour shall we use? Maybe I might use a fatter pen and do some green here as well. So it's starting to look really nice, all the different textures and colours coming through. There we are. There we are. Crayons would be nice as well on top. Now I'm going to use, there we are, I've cut out lots of different bits from some like newspapers and magazines. So if you haven't got any coloured paper, so I've got sort of coloured paper here as well, but if you haven't got any coloured paper at home, what you can also do is sort of find different colours on old magazines and things that aren't wanted anymore. They're in the recycling box, and then cut out those, and those give you nice colours as well. So we're going to stick some of these on. So that looks nice, some nice blue, red. we are. And I've also got some stickers. So you might have some of these at home, and this is nice to add some spots onto your little bird character. Yeah, lovely. So what I'm going to do now is cut my little bird character out. There we are. So that's a completed little bird, well, nearly completed. I'm going to add a few little touches. So I've got these lovely sparkly gems. So I'm going to put some little sparkles around his neck. And then in here as well. And I'd like to have some feathers coming out from his tail as well. So let's have a look. There we are. Oops. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just bend over the top wing and just fold it like that. And then the same with this one too. And we're going to colour in, so if I show you, when it's folded up, you see there we are. There we've got our little bird. So it'd be nice to have these coloured in as well. And what's nice is a lot of the time birds have got sort of different colour feathers on the top and then different colour underneath. So I think we'll make it a different colour on top. So let's go with, so that's green, so let's go with some pink and purple. So again, just going to do loose marks so it looks like feathers. There we have our little bird. So to make him fly, we're going to add either a bit of cotton, or even better, I've got some elastic here. So I'm just going to cut a piece of elastic. Now this is a bit fiddly, so you might want to ask, it'd be quite a good idea to ask your adult to help you. So we're just going to open him up the other side, and I'm going to tape the elastic on that side, and then tape the elastic here, and then I'm just going to put some glue on his head, oops, and his body and his tail, but not on this wing, so just on his head and body and wing. And then we just make sure, oops, that's, the elastic is out and doesn't get trapped in it. And then we're going to fold him up and press him down so the glue sticks, then fold back his wings, and there we go. a little bird to hang. So all we've left to do now is to put the little list of favourite things. So you just need a small piece of paper and then write your 3 favourite things at home and then just tape it on the back. There we are. Oh, thank you so much for joining in, and I'd absolutely love to see your little birds. I really would. So if you could send any pictures or little video or anything, that would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for joining. Take care. Bye.